Hello my friends, Tammy Goebel here. I'm so excited to teach you about some release techniques today. You know how little kids have tantrums? They freak out and they scream and they kick and all that stuff, and we just look at them and shake our head and go, seriously? Well, as we grow up to adults, that's not acceptable anymore. But yet we still want to have tantrums sometimes. We still need to have them sometimes, because if we don't, and I don't mean get on the floor and kick and scream, but there's some ways to have tantrums to get stuff out of you. Because if we keep it all in our gut, anger goes to the liver, different emotions go to different things in our body, and we end up with disease and sickness. And if we are storing this stuff, emotion is stored in our body. It can even store in your knees and your feet and headaches. Everything gets stored in our body. So therefore, it's really important to have release techniques that we can do daily, because stuff happens and we have to learn how to deal with it. So I'm going to teach you about one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite ones is called a write and burn, or a write and destroy. And how you start it out is you write on a piece of paper, I feel, and you write the emotion. I feel disappointed. I feel frustrated. I feel angry. I feel hurt. Whatever frustrating feeling or negative feeling that you have, you write here, I feel, and then put the feeling. And then you write because. And then this is where you start writing and writing and writing. Okay, so I feel blank. You've got your feeling because, and you just write it out, and you get it all. You don't worry about spelling. You don't worry about good handwriting. You don't worry about if you can even read it afterwards, because you're not going to read it afterwards anyway. You are just getting all that yucky up and out and onto paper. A lot of times we want to get it up and out and onto a person. If we get it onto a person, that's where we're destroying our relationships. Yes, but I got to tell somebody. I have to tell them how I feel. That's going to hurt relationships. It's going to, even if you can be frustrated about a child or a spouse, and you go call your sister and tell it all to her, that gives her a little thought about your relationship too. Or it's hard for them to hear it and not know what to do with it. It's dumping. We don't want to dump on people. If you're going to discuss something, that's a little different. But if you're just dumping, trying to release and get all this yucky out and to dump it on someone, that's not good for them, because then what are they supposed to do with all that stuff? What are they supposed to do with it all? So we have to get it out on paper. I feel upset because, and then we write it all out on a piece of paper. Get out your feelings, get your frustrations out, get your anger. After that, you take it and you light it on fire and burn it outside. And if you don't want to go outside and burn it, put it in your shredder in the office. If you don't have a shredder, rip it up, throw it in the garbage can, and destroy it. And I suggest that you do a write and burn, or a write and crumple, whatever you want to call this, a write and release every single day. What? What if I'm not thinking of anything negative? That's okay. Think of something in the past that embarrassed you or hurt you, or an anger that you had in the past, because all these little things that we can get up and out can help our bodies heal physically, emotionally, spiritually. All these things have to come up and out. We have to get them out. People have so much stuff crammed down in their memories of what their parents did to them when they were a teenager, and unfulfilled expectations that brought disappointment into their life. My challenge to you is to be able to do a write and burn at least once a day. There's a lot more release techniques that I could teach you too, but just try this one for a little while and see how it goes. All right? Have a great day.